Hey to Z, Domain to Genus here, welcome back to the Datapacks Let's Play world, and between episodes I recorded a third episode, and that episode didn't have any sound to it, there were some problems with the video other than that as well, so I've scrapped that, and I figured I would just give you a little tour of what I did in that episode before we start this version of the third episode. Woo! I'm so professional. So, in that episode, we went and did some caving. We got diamonds. We've opened up a nether portal. We looked through there. And we built this little kennel for the dogs. The dogs who still need names. Any name ideas, that'll be grand. And I did update the board back here. I added a new grouping for stuff which would be entities. So we want to... I've moved MBT name tags over from the MISC stuff to entities. We've added ogres to that at the suggestion of the Prism Knight, I believe it is. Your comment will be up on screen now. Thank you for that. And I want to add necromancers as well. And necromancers will be coming down the line at some point, not this episode, but they will be tied into the Minecraft dungeons type stuff, which is what I want to work on today. I want to work on the Shadow Brew, because I already made a test version of it in a different world, but I figured I'd show you it from scratch in this one. So we're gonna work on the Shadow Brew, and then at the end I might also... Oh, hello rabbit! I might also do a time-lapse on working out what I want to do with the spider spawner, because I've been doing a little bit of work on that. So anyway, I'm gonna hop over to the internet, and show you all how I go about researching these types of things. So we are over here on the Minecraft Dungeons wiki. It's the same as the Minecraft wiki. It's the same main website, you just do this, it's slightly different. And we're looking at the Shadow Brew. So this is all the general information that we have out there. And so the important stuff is the way it's obtained, the way it's used, and the way it works. So we're not going to look at these fancy equations for how it works, because I don't really plan on imitating all that. However, the important things about this is you obtain the Shadow Brew in Minecraft Dungeons by defeating mobs and opening chests. So we've got two types of loot tables we can work with. And then the effects of it. So when drunk, the player becomes invisible and gets strength for 10 seconds, I believe the duration is. So yes, 10 seconds, but it ends after hitting an enemy or when the duration runs out. So we've got two things. First, we need to make a custom potion. Then we need to add ways for it to be obtained in the Minecraft world, and then we need to figure out a way to get the effects to stop when you hit a mob, and that should be quite easy. We can probably run that with just an advancement. So first off, we want to make the custom potion. So if I pull up potion, okay, so we're over here and data values. This is what we want. We want to go to the Java Edition item values. Custom potion effects and custom potion color are what we want to look at. Now I've already downloaded the image off the other site for the Minecraft Shadow Brew, and I am on the wrong layer in GIMP. The program I'm using, by the way, is GIMP, GIMP. So we take that color and then we want to look at the RGB values, and as I understand it, we want to convert these three values here into binary, which is easy enough, and then we want to concatenate them, which is what these two arrows mean. So we concatenate red, then green, then blue. And for anyone who doesn't know what concatenation is, I'm probably not the right person to explain it. So binary, we're going to have 8 digits, and it'd be 0, 1, it was 88 the first one. So you want to have 0 for 128, 1 for 64, and then that means we've just got 24 left to get, so 0 for 32, 1 for 16, which means we are already at 80, and then 1 for 8. Okay, so that is the first value. I'm gonna pop that in there. So that is the red value. Then the next value for that is, yeah, I've maxed that out. It was 88. The next value for that is 16, which is easy enough. That's 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. I'm glad to see my computing GCSE is finally coming in handy for something. And then the last one is 98, so that will again be 0, 1 for 64, and then we've got to make up 38, so 1 again, and then we've got make up 6, so 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. I think that is the binary number we want, and then we need to convert that back into denary, decimal. And that I don't know how to do, so just copy paste that number over, enter the binary number, convert, and it says that this is the custom potion color value. So that will be the custom potion color. Now we go back to this tab here. We want custom potion effects, which oh, I do not know how to do custom potion effects. The numeric ID of the effect. Let's find out what these are. So we want invisibility and strength. So we want to show the effects. And these are the numeric ID. It's brilliant. Okay, so invisibility is 14 and strength is 5. So we want ID 14 and then we go amplifier doesn't make a difference, duration in ticks, so there's 20 ticks in a second, values 0 or lower are treated as 1 and it defaults to 1. Okay, so we want it to last for 10 seconds, so that will be a duration of 200. Duration 200, and that should be S, I do believe. Honestly, I don't think these other things really matter. So that will be for the invisibility. And then strength was ID 5, I believe. Duration 200. And then I think we can give them an amplifier of 2. Level 1 having value 0. Negative levels are discussed here. Optional and defaults to level 1. So yeah, if we put an amplifier of 2, that should be strength 3. So there is a reason to use this. This is what we've got so far. The top line doesn't matter, it's the bottom 3 we want to look at. So I'm doing a cardinal sin of Minecraft survival. I'm going to give myself an item. And we want to give ourselves a potion. Hey! So that Okay, we'll need to change the display as well because it is an uncraftable potion. The fact it's an uncraftable potion means that if I were to put this in a brewing stand with some gunpowder, it would make a useless splash potion. You can't make splash potions of this. You can't make tipped arrows of this. It's really sad, but that's just the way that Minecraft works in terms of recipes. And no effects. Which means I have messed up there. Okay, we might have figured it out. We may have figured it out. And oh, if it really is this, I'm going to be so peeved. It's capital I's on the IDs apparently. Yep, that's the ticket. So we're going to add in a custom name later. The custom name I know how to do. It was more worrying about how to get the potions to work. So we've got strength 3 for 10 seconds, plus 9 attack damage. That works, to be honest. And invisibility. So how does that look? So we do get some particle effects as well. But as I understand... Oh, I'm going to need to go back and get some Minecraft Dungeons footage. That could be interesting. I'll overlay that now. As I understand, the way that Shadow Brew looks is just sort of like a cloud or vapour of mist. So we might want to up the particle effects that are going on then. So, I'm going to go knock up a quick data pack that just gives you a function that will give you the Shadow Brew potion. And then we'll be right back. Okay, we are back, and we're gonna reload the data packs because I've got the template for all the words. Oh my goodness, words. I can't. I've got the installation message up and running, and I believe... Yes, I've got the Shadow Brew and the Minecraft Dungeons data pack stuff in as well. If you know what the Minecraft Dungeons logo looks like, there is no block in Minecraft that looks like it, so I've just gone with a diamond sword. I think that's fair. I would love a lot of the blocks and stuff that are in Minecraft Dungeons to be added to Minecraft. Unfortunately, that's probably not going to happen. Also, I don't know if I said at the beginning, last episode we worked on the metal rebalancing stuff of chainmail crafting, and ores now smelt to nuggets instead of ingots unless you use a blast furnace. And I also want to say that I got my maths wrong in the last episode. I believe I said that using a blast furnace would be 6 times more efficient than a regular furnace now, as opposed to 2 times. That is wrong. It is only 3 times more effective. But we are going to hop over to this site here, which is an advancement generator, because I haven't made any loot tables yet. I believe the site does actually offer loot tables as well. Yes, miso.github.io is great. I haven't played around with the world settings generator, but for loot tables, advancements, predicates, it's fantastic. So we'll come back to the loot table generator later, but first we want to have... Okay, so I've got 2 plans for this. One is that you can get it when you kill witches. We are going to specify it has to be witches, because otherwise... If you just killed a pig and you got this potion, it would feel a little overpowered, but the player has to be the one to kill them, and we might add illusioners in as well for this, because why not? Illusioners aren't in the base game, I might add them at some point. That might go on the wall. So the trigger, we want to take the trigger, and it's player killed entity, and then we can select the things about the player, the killing blow, but that doesn't really matter to us. We just want to say that the entity is a witch, which is right down at the bottom here. and the MBT doesn't matter. So we will rename this to witch kill, and then we'll add illusioners as well. They can turn invisible, I do believe, so it makes a bit more sense for them too. Illusioner kill, trigger, we again want to go player killed entity, victim entity, illusioner, which will be here. Now, I am toying with whether or not we want to set the type of kill, because the way this is going to work, instead of summoning an item or an item being dropped in the loot table of the witch and the illusioner, which would reduce compatibility with all sorts of goodness knows what, we are just going to run a summon loot command, which will be interesting. I think it should work fine, but it will basically be, if you kill a witch from 50 blocks away, the item will spawn in your inventory. So this doesn't work for all types of loot tables. It really depends on what you do and don't want. And also, we're going to set this to tabs. For the meantime, we're going to just have a witch spawn egg as this. We're going to get rid of this later. This is mostly just to test how things work. So that way we can see if we get it and if it's in readily. And then loot table will come back and add in later. So we can just copy that. What we want to add in here is a requirements section, which for some reason, and correct me if I'm wrong, maybe I'm just blind and didn't see it, but for some reason there isn't a requirements section on the generator, which is a tad annoying. It's the only downside I can really see to that generator, because otherwise it is the best I've used. I wholeheartedly recommend it. But we are going to just go, and that should, the way we've formatted this, should mean that we only need one or the other. It doesn't really matter. And we can get rid of you, because you're just going to complicate things. So whenever you're using generators for stuff, they're great. Make sure you go through and double check everything yourself, because otherwise a computer can only do so much. It can do exactly what we tell it to do, but sometimes there's little bits and pieces we want to just do for ourselves. So Shadow Brew test, that's working. We only need one or the other. Now if we summon in an illusioner here, we're going to give it no AI. And I don't think they drop anything in their loot table, so we should hopefully be fine for this. So now we've got to test if it works. Oh, that was a big frame rate drop, sorry. That was a lot of health they had. So that's worked. Now let's summon in another one. And we're going to revoke that advancement we just got. Okay, so now we've got rid of the advancement, and there's been a bug lately where some triggers, after you remove the advancement, won't trigger it again, which is problematic. So presently the name tag advancements I added only work once. I tested them because I tested them in a different world, and it works once, but if you clear it, it doesn't work again. Thankfully, this doesn't seem to be one of those cases. So that all works fine and hunky-dory. So we are going to go over and now create a loot table. Hi, we're in the Minecraft 1.16.1.jar file now, so we're going to go data, Minecraft, loot tables, entities, and then for this, surprisingly perhaps, I'm going to copy and paste the cod over here. So you might wonder why we're doing this with cod, and that is because fish in Minecraft have a little thing in their loot tables, which is bone meal. Random chance bone meal. There we go. So I really don't know how loot tables work. I am awful at it. So I'm just going to remove that. I told you last episode, I very rarely do anything firsthand. It's quite lazy, I must say. I should probably not be so proud of doing it like this. It's kind of something you shouldn't be proud of. Now, that is the name of the item, and we want to make this. This is 1 in 20. 1 in 20 for killing witches manually. That's not bad. But we don't want to make this flood anything, so we'll make it 1 in 40. 1 in 40. I've done my maths right there, I do believe. I hope I have. Now, that is there. Type Minecraft item, name Minecraft potion. That's annoying. Can I not do MBT? Add function set count. Copy MBT, set MBT. Ooh, okay, now we're getting somewhere. And I can copy paste the MBT over from... Oh, hold on. If I go into here, advancements, nope. Gotta backtrack and find some stuff, sorry. We go into here, and I should be able to just copy this NBT, and hopefully that will do the trick. So we can copy that, paste there. Awesome. So we can close you now, and that should do us the thing. So if I reload this, now this might you haven't worked. That's annoying. Ooh. I've messed something up. Ah, it will be this bracket, I do believe. So, if we reload now, this is why it's fun doing this on camera, because you can see all of my mistakes. Oh joy. So loot, give, domain to genius. We'll just go loot. There we go. So, this might be a little thing. Hold on, let me speed through until we get an item. Okay, we got it after, I actually don't know how many attempts that was. Too many. I mean, it only took a short time because I was just copy-pasting the thing, but... Okay, so at the moment, we don't have the display in terms of the name. It still says uncraftable potion, but we do get our invisibility and our strength, which is awesome. So, we will now go back in here, and we can go display. Awesome. There we go. Shadow Brew. Shadow Brew the potion is now in-game. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. Ah, that looks lovely. I mean, you know what? We're going to have to throw these both into the nether so that we keep some semblance of balance in this world, because I can't just be giving myself items. But we are going to throw these into the lava, and then we're going to work on the witches dropping them, which should be easy enough. We just need to find a witch, and the first one of these we get, we're going to put an item frame up, and we're going to enshrine it for all time, because that'll be fun. It'll be fun knowing I've done something like this. I think. Right, so I will be back with you in a wee moment. Okay guys, we are back, and the sun's getting real low, that's good. So we've installed another Shadow Brew test, which is if we have the effect active and hit something, that's what we're going to try and detect. So first off, we probably need some Shadow Brew, which is the only downside. We are going to have to use this, and we are also going to need to punch something. It should work with anything. I've never used the active effects thing before in, well, anything. So let's surprise the pig. Okay, we might want to take that down to strength. I mean, strength 3. Oh, people are going to be powerful with that, aren't they? Okay, so let's just set these to a side so that we know that those are the things we got from the illegal item importing. And let's also make some torches to light up the area between me and the town, because when mobs spawn out here, it worries me, because this is the part that I actually quite like the look of, so don't really want that being blown up. I could turn off mob griefing, but there's some things where I feel I'm just pushing the game too far. Creepers were meant to destroy stuff, and you know, I just don't want to take away their purpose in life. So I'm gonna come back when we have a witch, and I will show you if it drops anything. Okay, we are back, folks, and I'm just testing whether or not the functions are in place. Looks like they are. This is the one we're added, and we've redone the criteria of the Shadow Brew test. So we're going to punch another unsuspecting pig, or sheep, or something. I would punch one of our dogs if I didn't know that it one hit killed everything. So we'll see how this goes. This is very, very powerful, and we might even need to make it a rarer drop yet. Okay. Well, that worked. That one didn't, but that's because we didn't kill anything. And you didn't revoke yourself. That's because I haven't changed the name. Or I have... I've put the name in wrong. Okay, so let's just retry that. Okay, so now that's gone. Let's collect the torches from here. We'll give ourselves another. Hold on. Okay, we finally got one, and it's a thunderstorm. So maybe we will get a witch, and we'll see what happens. Then, okay, so we've got the stuff. We've got the stuff. Is there a pig? Is there a pig? And that cleared up very fast. There's a pig. I feel so bad for the pigs. But they are our test subjects. Hello. It wore off. Well, at least we know it lasts only 10 seconds. Oh. Poop. That was a lot fewer attempts than I thought it would be. Shadow Brew. Okay, Shadow Brew test, we got it, and then it's cleared. Yes! Yes! Okay, so that clears the stuff immediately as well. That all works. Yay! Yay! Because I've sworn not to eat the pork we got from this, I've been eating rotten flesh. Okay, well, that all works wonderfully. Absolutely wonderfully. So, in this episode, we have added Shadow Brew from Minecraft Dungeons to Minecraft. I might add in a little extra couple of touches here and there. I might make it do some more particle effects so that you actually look a bit more like a wraith in between episodes. But other than that, I think that is enough to call this an episode. So thank you for watching, everybody. Again, if you have any ideas, leave it in the comments. Big thank you to the Prism Knight for his comment, or her comment, I don't know. I shouldn't judge, my apologies. And to Evil Shoes, my friend Evil Shoes, for the suggestion of taxidermy. Unfortunately, due to a bug, that is not possible in this current version of Minecraft, but hopefully that will be the way we want it to be in future. So, with one final trip to the Nether bin, as the Nether truly is in this update. It's just a glorified bin, isn't it? That's been all for this episode. Bye! The rabbit is in the Nether.